Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The respected Bishop of the Sokoto Diocese of Catholic Church have finally sent out his message to Nigerians on Easter, and it border on the just concluded election. And in the letter, you get to hear what he has for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what he has for the judiciary, and what he has for the youth of Nigeria. Don't forget that Nigeria is facing a very fierce battle of trying to do the right thing, at least for once, for us to correct that which has been hanging in the balance for too long, which is good governance for the country. And right now, we are in the midst of, legal battles and the like. Get to hear the position of the most respected bishop of Sokoto Diocese of Catholic Church, talking about Bishop Kukah. And he started the journey like this: is the Bishop of Sokoto Diocese of the Catholic Church, Matthew Kukah, on Sunday in his Easter message asked Nigerian President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make keeping Nigerians alive his first priority on assuming office. According to him, he said, I'm hopeful that you will appreciate that the most urgent task facing our nation is not infrastructure or the usual cheap talk about dividends of democracy. These are important, but first, keep us alive because only the living can enjoy infrastructure. He noted that the most urgent mission for Mr. Tinubu is to start a psychological journey of making Nigerians feel whole again, of creating a large tent of opportunity and hoping for us all, of expanding the frontiers of collective freedom and of cutting off the chains of ethnicity and religious bigotry. Mr. Koka, in his message, asks the president-elect to help Nigerians recover from the feeling of collective rape by those who imported the men of darkness that destroyed our country. He went on to remind the judiciary of the challenge ahead of them in the light of several elections petitions. According to him, he said, to the Honorable Justice of the bench, you face difficult challenges ahead and you are mortals. The future of our country hangs on your deliberation. I will not judge you. I can only pray that God gives you grace. It will be up to you to decide how you use that gift, which no amount of influence or power can buy. According to the cleric, Nigerians are saddened that the courts have been invaded by political class, leaving the toxic fumes that now threaten the judiciary reputation as the last hope for all citizens. It is said that your hard earned reputation is undergoing very severe stress and pressure from those who want justice on their own terms. Nigerians are looking up to you to reclaim their trust in you as the interpreters of the spirit of the law. The future of our country is in their hands, that's judiciary. He said, and the judges have only their conscience and God to answer to when you listen to the claims and counterclaims of Nigerian lawyers to decide the future of Nigeria. To the youth of Nigeria, I salute your energy and courage. You fought a good fight across party lines. Your engagement and involvement substantially changed the contour of our politics. Mr. Coker said things will never be the same because of young Nigerians. However, the youths do not belong to any single party, no matter the temptation, he said. He admonished young people to look at the mistakes of the past and avoid them. According to him, he said, note that your actions today will shape tomorrow. Learn the rules of good sportsmanship. Know rules, know your rules, know when to fight, what to fight for, and know when to walk away so you can embrace other fights. In all, most of you did well, but some of your colleagues lost their lives in the hands of members of your own groups. Keep the dream, but know the contours of the long road ahead. Those were the words of advice he gave out to the youth of Nigerians. It was actually a long read. If I have to take our time to read all of these, it would take us very long because he dived into it with the knowledge of what today represent, talking about, our country. And looking at what he had written, I want to say that Kukah is a very skillful writer, and he understands what the country stands to lose if we allow things to go the way it is going right now. And one of the most interesting thing is that he had made the uh, believe or the perceived president-elect to know what is expected of him. And very interestingly, if you had listened, he talks about him keeping us alive because only the living can enjoy infrastructure, which means there is a message that the composition of those duo sends out to Nigerians. And immediately the victory came. We saw what happened. We've heard a lot about it's about 34 people in Benue State, reasonable number in Zamfara State. They are invading everywhere. And the big question is when we were at the brim of the election, why didn't all of this happen? Why is it happening now? So the most important message there for me to Bola Ahmed Tinubu is if in event of time it happens that Peter Obi cannot succeed him, and the right things, or maybe our expected judgment is not being delivered. Please, this country is not owned by one person. It's not owned by one ethnic group. It's not owned by one religion. It's owned by the entirety of Nigeria. Let's put aside our differences and begin to defend Nigerians and try not to pretend as if the lives of Nigerians are nothing to write home about. We may escape the judgment of men, because of how smart we have been. But someday we will see our conscience very alive, strong, very healthy, standing before us, reminding us of everything that we have allowed by virtue of our position to happen. And that period will be a period of no return. It will be a period of judgment where we will regret everything that we have done. And we'll be asking ourselves, was it really worth it that we did all what we did to bring tears to the eyes of people? All of these should play in our mind. And just like the man had rightly said, the youths have time to really plan out. I know we are really expecting this because we were really expecting something good to come out from it. It didn't come out as expected in event of losing, and we still have to march on with one intention, not to allow our country to be taken over by men who do not even care about the future of the country, do not even care about the country itself. Their mind is to make the country look like themselves, look like their dreams, look like their negative expectation, which will wade tears into the eyes of Nigerians. We must wait for them so long. And we know that one day we'll have a better country. I'm saying all of this if, this pursuit to recover our mandates fail. That's why I like to leave it. Let's read in the comment section. Haven't heard what respected Bishop Kukah has said. What's the position on